ਐਂਡ ਇਨ ਔਨ ਅਡੈਪ ਪਲੱਸ ਇਨ ਲੰਡਨ, ਮੈਨਚੈਸਟਰ, ਬਰਮਿੰਘਮ ਤੇ ਏਸ਼ੀਅਨ ਸਟਾਰ ਰੇਡੀਓ ਦੀ ਐਪ ਦੇ ਜ਼ਰੀਏ ਜਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸੁਣ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਆਨਲਾਈਨ। ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੈਲਕਮ ਤੇ ਜੀ ਆਇਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਜੀ। ਬਿਲਕੁਲ। ਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ, ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਪ੍ਰੋਮਿਸ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ ਅਰਲੀਅਰ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਮੈਂਸ਼ਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ ਲਾਸਟ ਆਵਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲੇ ਲਾਈਵ ਗੈਸਟ ਮਨਜੀਤ ਕੌਰ ਜੀ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਨੇ ਸਟੂਡੀਓ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਐਂਡ ਸ਼ੀ ਇਜ਼ ਗੋਇੰਗ ਟੂ ਟਾਕ ਅਬਾਊਟ ਯੂਅਰ ਹੈਲਥ ਇਸ਼ੂਜ਼, particularly in fertility ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨਗੇ। and if you have any question you can call her on 01753531016 ਤੇ ਕਾਲ ਕਰਕੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੁੱਛ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਦਿਮਾਗ 'ਚ ਹੈਗਾ। ਤੇ ਨਾਓ ਵੀ ਆਰ ਵੈਲਕਮਿੰਗ ਆਵਰ ਲਾਈਵ ਗੈਸਟ ਮਨਜੀਤ ਕੌਰ ਜੀ। ਵੈਲਕਮ ਮਨਜੀਤ ਜੀ।
Hello Ji, good afternoon to all
Very
our
good
lovely
afternoon.
listeners of Asian Star and those who log in also via phone or internet. Welcome. So it's a topic of desire, yearning, or real desperation when a couple cannot conceive.
Right.
And there are serious issues that can be within the body or structurally something wrong. And there's not only infertility in women, but also men a lot. And infertility is when a couple cannot conceive naturally. It could be that they've been trying for a year or many years, or could also be, they are fertile, but they can't deliver.
Right.
The female cannot deliver safely.
Ji.
So there's
Haan ji.
miscarriages. है ना?
ठीक।
So it's 2 in 5 couples cannot conceive naturally today's time and age because of so much in the environment and also stress related, and it could be also due to the estrogen levels or the chemicals and the sprays that are used in the soils, or lack of some good diet or essential foods that are important. But we'll discuss all that through the show.
Right.
So there are over 6 million people in UK who in 2019 who could not conceive naturally, women, and also a lot of them were over 45.
Okay.
Yeah, at least 1/5 of them were over 45, because with lifestyle these days people tend to keep their careers going for longer, and they want to keep their family much later in their lives, है ना? So signs of why a women's cycle is irregular, that's what we look out for. It could be that the ovulation is incomplete, or it is not a proper period, and that could be because of PCS, polycystic ovary syndrome.
Okay.
I deal with that very, very successfully. And when this is when the hormone is imbalanced, which does not release certain amount of eggs to meet up with the sperm, है ना?
Okay.
So infertility is like not getting pregnant within 6 months to a year, then it is a cause of concern, and that is without having any contraceptive, है ना? In between.
Right.
It's when the serious problems happen structurally, is when the ovaries release an egg from one of the ovaries or two of them that cannot get fertile with the sperm. When the egg travels from the fallopian tube towards the uterus womb, the sperm fertilizes that egg, है ना?
Okay.
And in that fertilization, that egg must attach to the inside of the uterus, to the ovaries that are the egg that has been released, है ना? And infertility cannot happen if this is a situation that's normal, and it's a normal process of fertilization. But it's been noted that over 29% of the women in UK and over 30% of women in USA from the ages of 15 to 44 have difficulty getting pregnant. Over longer term, or they cannot stay pregnant. So there are serious problems. So infertility in the women's problem is several issues. There's over 1/3 of women are infertile, and over 1/3 of men are infertile these days. And it's a mixture when you have let it too late, that's a different diagnosis, or there's something that is a genetic disposition that your ovaries have failed completely. That could also be an issue, है ना?
Okay.
But what causes infertility in men is serious issues. It could be after the test has been done, the shape, the size of the sperm, or how the sperm would go and react with the egg, whether there is a balance of the acid and alkalinity between the husband and wife.
So this is also matter. This is also matter.
All those things matter, yeah.
Okay.
But the reason for infertility in men overall is their health and lifestyle patterns, heavy alcohol use as well, and especially with youngsters these days. Some of them could be on drugs, soft drugs and hard drugs. Smoking becomes a big issue, and then that could be smoking any drug, but also smoking tobacco. Age also becomes a factor, because a lot of young boys are leaving marriages to later, 35 to 40, again due to career,
Yes.
and it could be also environmental toxins, like we discussed, heavy pesticides and sprays used in the soils that are making men infertile, or heavy metals in the food industry that could be causing problems, it's a serious condition. Would be for somebody with a kidney disease or hormonal products that they have used before, or somebody with diabetes also may have erectile function problems, and then that would mean that sometimes there's not enough thrust for the sperm to swim up to the ovary, the eggs that have been released by the ovary.
Right.
There is medication available, but they could be on some allopathic drugs that are hindering these issues, or radiation or chemotherapy could be an issue causing them infertility. So there are several factors. You never say that one suits all. We need to look at a broad spectrum of what is happening within this scenario. With the cause of infertility in women, most problems are to do with ovulation of the egg or menses, and irregular menses or absent menses could also be an issue, because your dates are not right, your monthly dates are not right. But very common also that have been very successful from the last 10 years for polycystic ovary patients who have delivered successfully from 4 to 6 months of their treatment, and that is very common. Or there is POI, that's primary ovarian insufficiency. That means the ovaries are not functioning properly, or when the ovaries stop working completely. That can also be. A lot of women also may suffer from a minor blocked fallopian tube. So, they just need to clean that up. A minor surgery can be done to clean up the fallopian tube. But if it is completely blocked and squeezed between, and the tubes are, one of the tube is completely joining the other the top and the bottom of the tube, then sometimes it's hard to work with that. But at least one ovary is functioning. So there is always
then
hope
there is a hope. Then
there's always hope. So that could be leading on to issues. Endometriosis also can be a factor of causing infertility in women, when in their womb they have other matter grown around the uterus that can hinder a good smooth pregnancy, or they could have ectopic pregnancy. And my third one was ectopic, but he safely dropped into the uterus bag, and that we realized many months later that, oh my God, it could be a loss, total loss if it hadn't happened properly. But God is great, how this happens.
That's how He looks up.
So sometimes we say he was an accidental one, but it happened.
Exactly. Sometimes accidents happen for a good reason.
So the amazing thing is, when I've worked with the ladies with polycystic ovary over the months, we help them to regulate their cycle and be able to release the egg, and we also get them to monitor their cycle, the times, and how many days the cycle is. The flow of the cycle has to be looked into, their stress levels, their food and their diet. And we've been 8 years ago also was very successful in that year. Amazingly, we had 3 women who delivered very safely with polycystic ovaries. There were chemists, pharmacists, and one of them was working in the hospital. So they had no success, and with 2 of them not wanting to go for IVF being a painful journey, they opted out for this, and they're successful and happy parents.
Yes.
Now with them, with all those couples, they now have 2 children. So I mean, I was saying to them, don't stop now, just make the next one. They said, oh no, we got a little brat now, that's enough. And I said, well, you were waiting for this brat for so many years of your life. Now don't turn back, because when you reach a optimum level of fertility, then it's best to carry on,
Yeah.
and not wait. But because they've waited for so long, now their sleep is disturbed.
Oh.
To bring this beautiful being into the world, it's such a blessing and such a God gift. That your sleep will be obviously disrupted. To become a parent, it is hard work.
It is.
And
It's very hard. 24/7 job.
it's a 24/7 job. Yeah. So physical problems could also be with the uterus. It could be an inverted uterus. That could be the reason. Or if they have uterine fibroids, which are non-cancerous, or it's a clump of tissues and a muscle on the walls of the uterus. We are very successful with that as well, except sometimes the baby is smaller when you have fibroids. But don't lose hope for young mothers who are yearning to become pregnant and cannot have hope. There is help out there.
There is always
And
hope.
also with NHS, at some places in hospitals, they are only offering you 1 or 2 tries on IVF. If those are not successful, then those parents have to go for private treatment, which could be anything up to 10 to 12,000 pounds. But even that is not a confirmed thing that you will fall pregnant or safely carry the baby to full term. So what we do is work with getting your ovulation right, getting your health in better shape, working with your lifestyle, working on the mind concept, then treating you, but also making sure that you carry your baby to full term. So it's a journey.
It's a journey.
It's not one thing that okay, once you're done, we say goodbye to you. We keep you into the protocol, and we make sure that we can guide you more and more. And we've been very successful actually with USA. I've had 3 mothers deliver. I'd only seen picture of one, and the other 2 I'd never seen their photograph, but we have communicated over the phone every 3 weeks or 1 month,
Okay.
or sometimes 2 weekly calls, and support. I only saw their faces after they delivered the babies, and then I said, "Abhi to photo bhej do."
With the baby.
With the baby, yes, and a photo
At least
came
you can
from
see
them in the hospital
beautiful
with the babies. Yeah, so that's the end result, the reward.
Hard work been paid.
Yeah,
It's a happy end.
It's such a happy ending, honestly. So fibroids could be an issue, which I've worked with. I worked with polycystic. I worked with women who continuously miscarry. One of the women had 9 miscarriages, and that's a huge number. And she safely delivered, but she had a bit of a problem. In about the 4th month, she traveled where she was not supposed to travel. I told her not to travel or do heavy work, and she had minor bleeding, but we contained that quickly and bed rest. And she delivered 3 weeks early.
Oh, that's
beautiful
good.
Bambino, and absolutely ecstatically happy, because it was now 10 years into their marriage, and 9 miscarriages is just a joke. It's ridiculously very trying for your body and your whole system.
It's very upsetting the system as well.
Yeah.
It's just whole disturb ho janda hai na, body
That's
ka bhi,
right,
it's
and
just
that could,
shattered.
and she was a little bit shaken, obviously, after pregnancy, going into a bit of depression because of the miscarriages, or failed pregnancies. It does lead you on to depression after the pregnancy. Obviously we've spoken about women's causes of infertility. We'll just address them again. It could be polycystic ovary patients. It could be also age. And if a woman is smoking, or is a regular smoker, and that could cause problems. Excess alcohol use as well could cause women from infertility. Again, drugs, usage of drugs, there's no shortage of women also falling in the same trap of using drugs, as stress elevators, or as wanting to just take them for their own social behavior patterns that they have, or the society they are in. And then stress is a big part. It plays a huge
That's
part in fertility. It plays a huge part even in the cycle of menses. If you're too stressed, sometimes, you are overusing the minerals and vitamins, and maybe the lack of iron could cause some issues with release of egg. So you could be deficient on some minerals and vitamins. Modern diet has a big part to play, Preet.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Diet is also
Yeah.
impact
Modern
our
diet,
life.
girls are on so much saturated fats and processed flours that are causing problems and leading on to infertility. That really needs to be addressed properly, and we do that with the full support that the patients get with their regular diet program according to their lifestyle. It doesn't mean that they need to stop working during this process. In our fertility program, they carry on with their regular routine, but just trying to find out what their lifestyle is. So we need to congratulate these young mothers who are now happy and holding their bundles of love. I was in contact with my patient of Australia who I'd never seen over the phone, and this morning they're enjoying their baby who's now a month old. So that's really
that's great. That's great. ਤੇ ਏਸ਼ੀਅਨ ਸਟਾਰ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਵੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮਦਰਸ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲੀ ਮਨਜੀਤ ਨੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਕੰਗ੍ਰੈਚੁਲੇਸ਼ਨ. They are enjoying their life with the new baby. But we are taking break here, so keep listening.
Just run our number just in case people want to contact me. 079 886 37295. That's the clinic number. Be serious to hop into the program.
Yes,
This is not a little game of just trying to say, okay, have a aloo gobi or a cauliflower or broccoli. It does the trick. It's very complex. Very, very complex.
Yes, And we are taking a break here, so we will be back after the break.
This program is sponsored by the Vitality and Rejuvenation Clinic, IVA SL09DB. Call Manjit Kaur on 01753 651 475 or 07988 637 295. Email Manjit at manjitkaur51@yahoo.co.uk.
Call the Asian Star Radio Studios on 01753 531 016. Text or WhatsApp your message to 07902 867 857.
Have you downloaded the Asian Star Radio free mobile app yet? Listening to Asian Star has become even simpler and more convenient. Our latest app lets you listen to Asian Star Radio on your Android or iPhone anytime. It's free and easy to download. Search on iPhone App Store or Play Store for Asian Star Radio and download for free. And you can access Asian Star's social media platforms via the app too. Listen at home, in your car, abroad, or whilst you're travelling. The Asian Star Radio app is a great new way of listening to your favourite radio station. Asian Star Radio free mobile app, making life easier for our listeners.
This is the moment. A new start. Now the UK has left the EU.
Time for us to get going.
To seize new opportunities as we transition to our new relationship.
Get moving.
It's on our hands now.
So we've got to get started.
Truck drivers.
Tech entrepreneurs.
Engineers.
Fishermen.
Farmers.
Lawyers. Makers. Holiday makers.
Creators.
Big business. Small business. Travelling for business.
We all need to plan ahead.
Check the guidance. Make the changes. And let's get going.
Sign up now at gov.uk/transition and check, change, go for the UK's new start.
तुम्हारी नाजुक कलाइयों में मैं भी पहना दूं कुछ नए ख्वाब। भाभी सिर्फ ख्वाब ही पहनाना, मैं तो खूब सजाऊंगी। कानों में झुमके, हाथों में कंगन, गले में नौलखा हार। मुझे कुछ ऐसा चाहिए जो बाकी सारी ब्राइड से अलग हो। लेटेस्ट डिजाइन वाली 22 कैरेट गोल्ड, कुंदन, पोल्की और एंटीक। कहाँ से बनवाएं? श्री गणेश ज्वेलर्स, स्पेशलिस्ट इन 22 कैरेट गोल्ड ज्वेलरी। दे ऑल्सो ट्रेड ओल्ड गोल्ड फॉर न्यू, रिपेयर्स एंड वैल्यूएशंस। यहाँ पर वैट फ्री गोल्ड बार्स भी अवेलेबल हैं इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए।
Sri Ganesh Jewelers, Berkshire's largest showroom off Whitby Road near Ramgarhia Gurudwara, with our one and only branch at 6 Woodland Avenue, Slough. Parking available. Open 7 days a week. Visit us for any occasion. Call 01753 518 777.
How do we control coronavirus now? This is Scott. He's a nurse.
NHS Test and Trace helps stop the spread of the virus in our communities. If you've got symptoms, even mild ones, get a test immediately. Don't leave home for any other reason. If you test positive, we can trace the people you've been in contact with and contain the virus. So get tested and protect each other.
To get a test, go to nhs.uk/coronavirus or call 119. Stay alert. Control the virus. Save lives.
Broadcasting from the centre of Slough. This is Asian Star 101.6 FM.
This is a journey.
What we're going to do right here is go back. Online around the world. AsianStar1016.co.uk. Streaming live.
Asian Star Radio 101.6 FM.
This programme is sponsored by the Vitality and Rejuvenation Clinic, IVA SL09DB. Call Manjit Kaur on 01753 651 475 or 07988 637 295. Email Manjit at manjitkaur51@yahoo.co.uk.
Welcome back after the break on Asian Star Radio जी बिल्कुल Asian Star Radio तो थोड़ा बहुत स्वागत है. We have live guest Manjeet Kaur ji in the studio and she's talking about infertility in detail. If you have any question you can ask her on 01753531016 and once again we should welcome her back. Welcome Manjeet ji.
Hello, welcome back. Thank you so much to all those viewers and listeners, viewers on Facebook and listeners on the radio.
Yes, yeah, they are live.
So
listening to you.
Exactly. Thank you so much. So they could also be uterine fibroids, which are, if they are non-cancerous clumps of this tissue, muscles on the wall of the tissue, then I can safely go ahead. And like I said earlier, sometimes with women with fibroids do deliver smaller babies, but still there are big chances of them falling pregnant. Yeah, they are much smaller babies.
So are you talking about premature baby?
No, just the weight of the baby.
Weight. Okay, healthy but in a weight.
Yeah, so they may be kept in hospital for about 3 weeks
or
2 weeks just to up their weight.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So, there's always help, around the corner. So look at alternative treatments. And like I said, we've got 5 women who safely delivered this year and 4 are under now treatment.
Okay.
So different reasons, all different causes, all different products. And one of them delivered over 2 months ago. They had given up hope. The daughter was now 9 years old. And they had just stayed with me and stayed on the program for months. And then I said, now take a break. And after they took the break from the products, she fell pregnant and delivered a beautiful bambino. Absolutely enjoying that baby after, their daughter was 8 plus, obviously now 9, and enjoying that wonderful bundle of love. It's a joy that these babies bring into people's lives. Whether it's boy or girl, gender should not be a preference. And that is a huge problem. And reasons of causes of abortion in the Asian community is serious. How they just take the option to abort. When they find out through the scan that it is a girl gender, I was in Italy doing programs of health 4 years ago and 3 years ago when couples and husbands came to me to say, can you give my wife something to abort? It's a girl gender. My heart sank in the Gurdwara and I said, this is not what I've come for, to help you to abort. And I'm sorry, we don't do that or we don't give anything. 2 of the couples did go abroad and one of them came with very bad infection. Because backdoor abortions, seriously can cause problems. So please accept God's will. Jo Rabbi Razaya, Jo ne dena thadi choli, which accept that and bring that wonderful being in the world that you've brought them in. Give them the most amazing upbringing, and care.
That's true.
So always accept God's and be grateful for what God gives. With women, as we were discussing, with alcohol, stress, age being a factor where women are leaving up to 33 plus to 45, that can be an issue because like we discussed before, so many sprays and chemicals used in industry and in soils is reducing the estrogen and the progesterone levels, which are the ones that actually help with the release of the eggs. From the chemistry for the third eye speaking to the ovaries to release the egg at the right time of the month. It's so amazing. It's like a calendar clockwork,
Yes, yeah, that's
Yeah.
some girls have irregular, as you said earlier. So you mean to say diet and other things give impact on
Oh gosh,
those
yes.
things?
Yes.
Okay.
They really
So
make
they can improve if they choose the healthy diet pattern. So
yes.
that
Yeah, we
can be
guide them
improved.
all into that, give them the
So
specific diets.
possibilities there,
Yeah.
to improve.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then obviously too much athletic training as well. If you are, then there are chances that some girls who are in gym or dancing may miss cycles or periods because
Okay.
that's very, very heavy usage
Uh-huh.
of their minerals, vitamins, but also heavy training can make you have more testosterone because they could be using whey powders or some sort of protein powders that could affect their ovulation. है ना? If a woman has been sexually active from young age and has had sexual STD, sexual transmitted diseases, both in male and female, that could also be a problem. So be mindful of that.
Right.
But the age is becoming a big factor in today's education. Girls are having, like I said, after 33 to 45, and that's when the fertility starts getting lower and lower, and slower release of the egg over months, or years. And by about 49, 50, most women are going into perimenopausal symptoms anyway.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So
Between 40 to 50.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 45 to 50.
Hmm.
But normally, that's when, most women are coming into perimenopausal.
Oh,
And that
okay,
is when, there's slower and slower release of healthy eggs. Asian girls obviously opting out for better careers, so leaving their pregnancies much later because they're enjoying their career and their freedom of their work. है ना?
Yes, yeah, no responsibilities, no hassle. They can
Yeah.
obviously enjoy their life. And there is a one question, as we're talking about menses, and some I've heard from some girls, they said if you wanted to delay for any reason, like if you are under pressure of study or anything you are doing and you don't want menses to come a few months.
Yes.
So do some people do try pills or something like that?
They
Is
do
that
the
can
conception pill.
that can affect pregnancy as well?
It can do. Sometimes if you go back to it, it can start back normal. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
But for
okay,
others,
okay.
it might affect the
Oh,
pregnancy.
right,
So
okay,
become
okay.
mindful about that. But for others, yes, if you do take the non-stop the pill just to avoid, then you are only doing it as a precaution, but they can regulate back.
Oh, okay.
They
okay,
can
okay,
fall
okay,
pregnant again.
Okay, okay.
when-
So
when
there
the
is a not
ovulation
like
starts.
risk.
Yeah.
Too much risk is not
Yeah.
involved.
But we
Okay,
don't
okay,
want
so-
to encourage that.
Yeah, no, this was the question I thought, because this shouldn't be done or is okay.
Yes.
Like if someone is for a reason,
Yeah.
they're doing it like they are under pressure or under
Mm.
study or things like that.
Yeah.
So that's why.
And other girls who are 33 plus have missed the boat of marriage. So, they leave it too late to marriage, then that becomes a problem as well.
Okay.
If you have joint problems or you have some sort of autoimmune condition, that can affect MS, and ME can affect as these hormones of progesterone and estrogen are not changing during the duration of the pregnancy. That can lead on to miscarriage as well. है ना?
Okay.
So there's got to be a fine balance. I remember about 2 years ago, a surrogate mother of 65 safely carried her daughter's baby as a surrogate mother,
Ooh.
and delivered a child full term. So that was an interesting one. So yes, women, some can be fertile till much later. Be mindful of that. Yeah. Or if you think you've finished your cycle and you are now, you're menopaused, sometimes you can fall pregnant again. So be careful. Still follow some precautions, है ना? If you don't
Yes,
want a
yeah.
late pregnancy.
Yes,
है ना?
yeah.
So age-related pregnancies can cause ovary release of egg because the egg is not being of a healthy quality as well. It has to be of a healthy quality, a healthy balance of alkaline and acid levels, or there's a small number of eggs left, not having many eggs. eggs leave from the ovaries, है ना? Or like we said, the eggs are not healthy. That could be an issue. And there's women, as they age, they're most likely to miscarry as well. So with the polycystic ovary patients and other patients, touch wood, we've been all successful with them carrying their babies to full term. It's so funny that all 4 of these mothers who conceived from the month of March to July actually delivered 3 weeks early. I don't know why that happened. And one of them was 3.5 weeks early. But it was still okay. The weight was fine. It was over 3 pounds.
It was normal, just a normal
Yeah, only one of
pregnancy.
them, the one in USA, had to keep the baby in the hospital for a while just to get the feeding because he was a bit low. He was 3 pounds, but they felt he wasn't feeding well. So, and that was the one I really wanted her to go through the full term because she was going through so much traumatic time, with the mother-in-law issues saying you're not falling pregnant, you're not falling pregnant, you're not fertile, you're not fertile.
That's
Indian
another
mothers,
pressure.
it's such a
sad.
pressure on the woman. So please be kind to your daughter-in-laws.
Women should understand women's problem, at least. The sad thing is they don't understand.
Exactly. So be kind and whatever it is, accept it. If it's a girl, don't say it's a hurricane that has come in the house,
I know.
A boy itself does not bring joy to parents. The girls are amazing. And if we are going to opt out just for, male gender, how are you going to increase the population in the world?
Yeah, exactly.
You need a complete balance. And right now in Punjab, for 10 boys born, there are 3 girls ratio. So many girls are being aborted.
I know.
It may be
That's very
reduced
sad
now.
thing.
Because of this year's issues. But before it was 10 to 4. And I'm sure, and then it dropped down to 10 boys and 3 girls when I actually in Punjab went around speaking to women saying, please do not abort. It's a feticidal death,
Yes.
And it's a crime against what God's will is,
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So that was an eye-opener for many women. And one of the saddest cases I had was I had a guy who was picking me up from Delhi station airport and had a very small face. And I said, what happened? He said, I said, you look so rough. It looks like you have not slept for days, not shaven, really looking tired. He said, I've been sleeping in my car for 3 weeks. I haven't gone home and eaten food. And I said, what happened? He said, my wife fell pregnant, didn't tell me, did a scan and found it was a girl, and she aborted the girl. And she said, when I left from Ludhiana to Delhi airport, she gave me a bag to throw in the Satluj River. And she said, I didn't know what it was. And he said, when I picked it up in the heat and threw it over the car, I realized there was something funny and fleshy. And he thought it was something of puja or some prayers. But little hold and behold, it was a fetus that she didn't want. And he went on strike and he said, I'm not going to eat food from your hands. You've committed such a nasty crime and been and aborted a child.
Especially being mother is a very difficult
and then
thing.
He swore, he said, this girl will take birth in our house, she will be back. He did have a 4th daughter, and after that she had a boy. But he made truce with her after about 1 month. I said, listen, go back home. You've got to really be with the other 3 daughters who need you. So this is the kind of problems that people are having, not only in India, but also in other countries as well, where there's pressure. While in the African culture, back in Africa, the more girls you have, the richer the father. Because he will demand dowry from the boy, like 50 cows, 50 cows, 20 goats, 30 sheep.
Which is good thing, actually.
And I think girls will start demanding a dowry from boys if we carry on at this rate, especially in Punjab. So become careful about that, Hana. So age-related pregnancies can be an issue because of the release of egg, and or the eggs are not healthy, and they're most likely to miscarry as well. Obesity with the 3/4 women starting, with the larger abdomens before pregnancy, even when they're going for IVF, they're heavily advised to lose weight and lose abdominal weight, around the abdomen to have successful pregnancy. So obese women have higher chances of miscarriage, or they'll have higher chances of children having autism or ADHD condition with these children. And the link between autism and ADHD, I failed to find other reasons other than probably some vaccines that are out there in the market. So we need to become mindful of that. So basically with conception, I work from the beginning, making sure that the couple are healthy, giving them the right products of my Ayurveda range, and then working with some supplements and a very healthy diet. And then we also work with the timing of their cycle, so we know when is the best time for them to conceive and have a safe conception and fall pregnant.
Right.
So it is months of work. For somebody with polycystic ovaries, it could be many months of work before you are able to conceive, and so you need to be patient, and it's a lifestyle change. It is weight issues we look at. With females suffering from polycystic ovaries, we give them products that will help to dissolve those cysts around the ovaries. And when they have another checkup, the ovaries have naturally burst, the cysts around the ovaries, have naturally burst, and then they are releasing healthier eggs. That's the amazing thing, so it's a structured plan. Nothing should be rushed, and the great thing is they carry their baby to full term. Asthma, it's important also, and hay fever, that I work with these couples to make sure that they are not for long term try to improve their immune system, so the baby does not end up having the same symptoms. So couples with eczema as well, I try to work making sure that they are free from skin conditions, so it doesn't go to the child. So that's very important.
ਹੁਣ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰ ਹੋਰ ਆਪਣਾ ਨੰਬਰ ਦੱਸ ਦਿਓ ਤੇ ਕੰਟੈਕਟ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਜੇ ਕੰਟੈਕਟ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ
ਹੋ। The clinic number for fertility for men and women and all other health issues, diabetes, cholesterol, blood pressure, weight issues, if you have got any other infertility, not only that, but also with the overweight problems, if you have got children who cannot concentrate, or young boys who cannot actually find a way in their career, we help them with their confidence boosting. So, and girls as well. So clinic number is 079-886-37295. So it's a whole variety. You get globally all sorts of health conditions are addressed with Ayurveda remedies and naturopathy.
ਜੀ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ, ਤੇ ਇਦਾਂ ਹੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਬਾਤਾਂ ਦਾ ਸਿਲਸਿਲਾ ਜਾਰੀ ਰੱਖਾਂਗੇ ਮਨਜੀਤ ਜੀ ਨਾਲ, ਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਲੈਣੇ ਇੱਕ ਛੋਟੀ ਜਿਹੀ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ, ਕਿਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਣਾ, ਕੀਪ ਲਿਸਨਿੰਗ ਏਸ਼ੀਅਨ ਸਟਾਰ।
This program is sponsored by the Vitality and Rejuvenation Clinic, IVA SL09DB. Call Manjit Kaur on 01753 651 475 or 07988 637 295. Email Manjit at manjitkaur51@yahoo.co.uk.
Visit us online at asianstar1016.co.uk or follow us on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter at Asian Star Radio.
मेरे सपनों की रानी कब आएगी तू?
आएगी नहीं बल्कि आ चुकी है आपके सपनों की रानी और दिलों की धड़कन। मैं हूँ अनु फ्लोरा, आपकी पेशकारा। आप सबकी खिदमत में पेश रहती हूँ मंडे टू वेडनेसडे दोपहर 1 से लेके शाम के 4 बजे तक ऑन FM, ऑनलाइन एंड DAB+ पर लंदन में, बर्मिंघम और मैनचेस्टर में। इसके अलावा आप ऐप भी डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं। साथ निभाने का बेहद
एक्सोटिक रेस्टोरेंट एक बार फिर खुल गया विद COVID-19 रेगुलेशन इन प्लेस, राइट फ्रॉम सोशल डिस्टेंस मेजर टू कंप्लीट हाइजीन स्टैंडर्ड। एक्सोटिक रेस्टोरेंट, टेस्टी पंजाबी कुजीन, फ्रेशली प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर द एक्स्ट्रा डिलीशियस फ्लेवर, प्लेंटी ऑफ सीटिंग। परिवार समेत आओ, साडे कोल 50 गेस्ट वास्ते प्राइवेट रूम भी है। साडे खाने मजेदार ते लजीज, प्रिपेयर्ड बाय आवर ओन शेफ, ओपन 7 days a week। एक्सोटिक रेस्टोरेंट 262-264 फार्नम रोड, Road, Slough, SL14XL. Table book karo. Ring 01753 551 808.
Immigration issues or immigration problems, overstayed in the UK or have a child aged 5 or 7 and want to apply on their basis? Do you need to bring your spouse or partner into the UK or family reunions? Need a work permit, student visa or a business visa? Do you want to apply for British citizenship and make a British passport, or are you a business and need a sponsor license? Then look no further. Contact City Law Immigration today for all your immigration needs. For these and any other immigration queries, please contact Sandhya Parmar at City Law Immigration Limited to make an appointment in Birmingham or Slough. Call on 07701 037 908 or visit our website city-law.co.uk. Please note we have now moved to our new address, Regal Court Business Centre, 42 to 44 High Street, Slough, SL1 1EL.
I don't think they're ready for this one. Asian Star 101.6 FM. Online and streaming worldwide at asianstar1016.co.uk and on 101.6 FM. The Asian Star revolution has started and you're part of it.
This programme is sponsored by the Vitality and Rejuvenation Clinic, IVA SL09DB. Call Manjit Kaur on 01753 651 475 or 07988 637 295. Email Manjit at manjitkaur51@yahoo.co.uk.
जी बिल्कुल, once again welcome after the break, and we have live guest Manjeet Kaur ji, and if you have any issue regarding infertility or any other issue regarding your health, you can call us on 01753531016 ਤੇ ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਕੁਐਸਚਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਆਨਸਰ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ, ਜਿਸ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਡਾਇਲ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਜ਼ਰੂਰਤ ਹੈ। ਤੇ ਵੈਲਕਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਮਨਜੀਤ ਜੀ ਦਾ। ਵੈਲਕਮ ਮਨਜੀਤ ਜੀ।
Oh, thank you so much. So emotional journey of pregnancy or pre-pregnancy journey बड़ी emotional ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ, but IVF is also very very emotional because the way you have to optimize your hormones and do those injections. Some people don't want to be injecting, so they prefer to do our treatment, and they've all safely delivered over the 10 years that we've been working with fertility couples, Hana.
Okay.
And now it's so nice to see them sometimes on Facebook with their children grown, and there they are, you know, and they were babies. That's the time I saw them, and as children grow so fast, it's such a joy to see them rejoicing every year,
and especially
for their next birthday.
Healthy child.
So, you know, abortion, like we said, is a crime in India and should not be, or worldwide. Please do not abort if you know it's a girl gender. Be grateful, Hana.
It's God's gift. You should be happy. Think about people, they can't conceive, as you said. So many, you know, the people cannot conceive even.
Yeah. That's right. And like we discussed how, you know, India is so rigid because of the dowry system. They feel a girl is a burden. You know, and not only in India but also in other countries where they are aborting, you know, they are making options, and too many demands are on the various societies is making people abort their girls because they feel they cannot cope financially, as they'll get into their age of getting married, Hana. Obviously with our infertility program we work with specific diets which are tailor-made to your lifestyle patterns and according to your disposition, what you have. There could be a baggage you're carrying. It could be the emotional fear that you will not be able to carry to full term if you have had previous miscarriages. We try to break that cycle so that you're able to build up your confidence to carry the baby to full term, Hana. That's important. Looking at constipation as well, because a lot of those issues can set back your ovaries or get strangulate part of the tube. So that's looked into, that you have a very good bowel movement as well. Bloatedness is cleared before with the proper diet, because if you're very bloated and suffering already, then through the pregnancy you may also still have bloated symptoms. So that's very important. The idea is to maximize the mother-to-be's health, Hana. Obviously the husband has a part to play, so it has to be healthy sperm as well, Hana. Worldwide, obviously, over the years it's become worse and worse, and also I've seen down south of India, infertility never was a problem because they were having so much fish, but right now because of what is the chemicals and the sprays and pesticides used used in agriculture.
Mhm.
More and more fertility clinics are being built there, up to 3-4 stories high. Every time I go back, I'll see another clinic has sprung up. So that means there's a huge problem in the
Yes,
South
yeah.
Indian community as well of infertility. So that needs to be really addressed back with things that are being used in soils. But when will they change? It's a tough one, isn't it?
It's a
Because
tough
there's a lot more vegetables and fruit on the earth that the world can survive. But a lot is being thrown off back into the rivers or disposed to keep the prices high. So that is what the food market wants, to keep the high prices inflated, just keep so many fruits and vegetables and dispose, or let the others rot and throw them back into the soil.
Yeah,
So that's not
true.
very good. During pregnancy, you need to work with emotions of the mother as well. Mood changes can happen. Some mothers do get get sickness through pregnancy.
Yes, yeah. That's
I worked
common.
with one from up north of England this year, and she's not having the sickness anymore.
Okay.
So that's really good to know that she's pregnant. But after a month and a half, she didn't inform me initially. Within a month and a half, the sickness stopped. So
Okay,
that was
that's
really
good.
good to know. So the mother's emotions have to be balanced during pregnancy, doing Nam Simran, doing meditation,
Yes,
doing
yeah, that's
simple
important.
yoga exercises.
That's very important.
That's very important to stay connected. And it's sad that in Kenya, natural birth is normally not encouraged, or doctors do want a high fees, so they opt out to do a surgery, cesarean, and they want to do the cesarean during the day rather than the night call out. So then the fees bumps up, obviously. A massive fees, because everything is private out there. It's not NHS related. So we've got to be very grateful for the system we have in this country.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Really grateful. And definitely work with the proper diet. That's what we advise our patients always, to look at your diet, your lifestyle through pregnancy, trying not to do heavy work, not vacuuming, or carrying heavy bags. Especially if I've gone through them with that journey,
Yeah,
then
me too.
then I'm also in that emotional track, and the idea is to give them the best advice that we can.
Yes, yeah.
But through this journey, obviously, please be mindful that the remedies given are there to optimize your condition.
जी, बिल्कुल.
So if you want to, you've been through the hospital IVF treatments, they've failed, then please contact me. I will be very happy to guide you, and the clinic number is 079 886 37295. I repeat, it's 079 886 37295. So the 4 women who are pregnant for this year, they all 4 of them had different reasons why they couldn't fall pregnant, and there were different remedies given to them, Ayurveda preparations. And the best news was when one of them fell pregnant during the April month and was too scared to go out and get the test, the urine test, to check if she was pregnant. And she just rang to say to me about 2 weeks later to say, "Oh, I've missed my cycle." I said, "Okay, let's wait another few days." And I said, "I think you're pregnant." She said, "No, it can't be." I said, "You are." And somebody then helped to get them the test, and that was the best news she had for that April month.
Okay.
So obviously be careful about products out there. There's too much in the market that men may be having to increase their sperms count or their erectile. There's a lot of products coming from China. Be mindful, because some of these can be having heavy metals. So become very mindful of that. For young boys who just are taking a lot of Viagra and all those products, to have that momentary fun, it does affect your blood pressure. So become very mindful of not trying to elevate your blood pressure, because these products that probably increase your length of time and your erectile can affect you in the longer run. So become very mindful about that, and don't rush out just for that temporary short burst of pleasure.
Yes, yeah.
So again, women with IVF, I keep saying that, there's several issues, that there's not just one issue. It could be polycystic ovaries for those who have just turned on and tuned in. It could be age factor. It could be that you were smoking or you are smoking. It could be excess usage of alcohol that could affect, and there's no doubt that Asian women are drinking, and
Yes,
some of
yeah,
them
they are.
outnumbering men in the quantity of alcohol they can take. And then stress and modern diets are affecting women a lot. And we also spoke about whey powders, and also too much of gymnastics or athletic training can affect your fertility as well. And then if you have got fibroids or endometriosis, we address those as well. Help to create a healthy uterus before pregnancy.
Okay.
So there's less chances of miscarriage. And for those who have miscarried, it is quite a journey for me to keep them, 5 months first, from the time they conceive to 5 months, to make sure that they don't miscarry.
Yes,
And 3 of the women that we dealt with in 2018 had miscarried numerous times, but went to full term. So that was really, really good. There's a patient who came to me who was from India, but she was in UK. She fell pregnant in the first month of their marriage.
Okay.
They aborted secretly. Second time he went to see her back in India, they aborted again.
Oh.
And then when they did want the baby or to fall
Then
pregnant,
there
she
was a
could not conceive.
problem.
But yeah, they came to me at my clinic up north, and we got them through the program. And in a month and a half, she conceived. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
So that was really, so don't play with God's gift,
Yes, yeah,
take
you
it,
should keep
because
it and
sometimes,
accept it.
aborting can also cause irregularity in your menses, and also in the uterus, because of sometimes you don't have a proper DNC clearing out, of the fetus that is attached to the uterine wall. That can cause problems. So emotionally, we work with bringing you a calmness, reducing your stress, helping you not to getting over the fear. So giving you confidence remedies, fear remedies, whether it's a boy or a girl gender, I don't play with that. But sometimes the structures, the way I help them, it does help them to create more male gender than female. But this is something I don't want to play or announce too much. Then we spoke about today's estrogen and progesterone hormone levels. We work with those as well. And with the males as well, it's bad diet, it could be fungus, it could be the acid and alkaline and huge amount of alcohol that men are having. And obviously, keep the baby scan, or don't carry information from the hospital to say you want to know whether it's a male or a female. Keep that as a secret. I think it's the biggest surprise that God has gifted us, isn't it? Yeah. So with my clinic, that we work with prevention and recovery of ill health through use of alternative solutions for all your health conditions. My clinic number is 079 886 37295. I repeat, it's 079 886 37295. So I've also written this book called Health Haven, which gives you a wealth of ideas of how you can have better health and improve your condition. But that doesn't mean everything is in the book. You do need to reach out for alternative
to
medicine.
consult as well, because every individual is a different.
Exactly.
So health condition, health history is different, so you can work accordingly.
Bilkul. But we also look at if you're diabetic, if you have cholesterol, if you have blood pressure. We look at all those and treat all those and support you with all those conditions. Eczema and psoriasis, I'm very successful with that as well. Very successful with aquapunching as well that we do. We also do tri-light facial treatments in the clinic with massages of different kind, which we are doing within safe conditions as well. Wearing the mask and all. So clinic the number fe main das jama hai 079 886 37295. I repeat, it's 079 886 37295. And the clinic email is Manjit Kaur, MANJIT Kaur, KAUR 51 @yahoo.co.uk. And I'm also giving a free scan with every consultation right now.
Thank you very much Manjeet ji. So AC information ਅੱਜ ਦੀ valuable information ਉਮੀਦ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਪਸੰਦ ਆਈ ਹੋਏਗੀ ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੰਮ ਆਉਣ ਵਾਲੀ ਹੋਏਗੀ ਤੇ ਜੀ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਹੁਣ ਮੇਰਾ ਵੀ ਟਾਈਮ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਜਾਣ ਦਾ ਨੈਕਸਟ ਸਾਡੇ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਅਨੂ ਜੀ ਲਵਲੀ ਅਨੂ ਜੀ 1 o'clock ਤੋਂ 4 o'clock ਤੱਕ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸਾਥ ਦੇਣਗੇ ਸਾਥ ਦੇਣਾ ਨਾ ਭੁੱਲਣਾ ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਵੈਰੀ ਮਚ ਫॉर योर ਮੈਸੇजेस ਐਂਡ ਕਾਲਸ ਐਂਡ ਸੁਣਦੇ ਰਹਿਣਾ ਏਸ਼ੀਅਨ ਸਟਾਰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦਿਓ ਇਜਾਜ਼ਤ ਤੇ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਜੀ ਤਦ ਤੱਕ ਆਪਣਾ ਖਿਆਲ ਰੱਖਣਾ ਰੱਬ ਰਾਖਾ
This programme is sponsored by the Vitality and Rejuvenation Clinic, IVA SL09DB. Call Manjit Kaur on 01753 651 475 or 07988 637 295. Email Manjit at manjitkaur51@yahoo.co.uk.
Asian Star 101.6 FM ਕੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਵੇਰੇ ਥੱਕਿਆ ਮਹਿਸੂਸ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਸਰੀਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਦਰਦ ਵੀ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਖਾਣ ਪੀਣ ਤੋਂ ਜੁੜੀ ਤਕਲੀਫਾਂ ਮਹਿਸੂਸ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਚਿਹਰੇ ਤੇ ਰੌਣਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਤੇ weight ਵੀ ਵੱਧਦਾ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਅੱਜਕੱਲ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੁਝ ਉਦਾਸ ਵੀ ਮਹਿਸੂਸ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਹੁਣ ਕਰੋ ਆ ਸਾਰੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮਸ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਪਾਸੇ ਅੱਜ ਹੀ ਆਓ ਵਾਈਟੈਲਿਟੀ ਐਂਡ ਰਿਜੂਵਨੇਸ਼ਨ ਕਲੀਨਿਕ ਤੇ ਸਿਹਤ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜੀ ਸਾਰੀ ਤਕਲੀਫਾਂ ਲਈ